And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved Frozen Factory. Alright, well, we've got some stuff going on. I have enough materials to build the Z5. Yay! So, let's just build up to 175. It should be perfect. I have a few low-grade steel bars left for turbines or whatever. I'm going to need to go grab some more of those anyway, just so I know I can make some turbines. So between episodes, I did some excavating down. I finished the excavating down in the cold caverns. I worked a little bit on building a little bit of a protection down there. And now, keep in mind that the reinforced steel, or the reinforced concrete, can't completely stop the goo that spawns after you build the C5. It can't stop it. It just kind of slows it down. It pokes through eventually. So you got to be wary of that. And so there'll be a few spoilers in this episode. If you are playing Frozen Factory and you want some stuff to be a mystery, then keep in mind that we will, I'll be explaining the mechanics of how this system works as I build. So as you can see, I finished the excavation all the way around, and I added a reinforced wall. I built a wall. I could just put Trump on the side of the wall. That would be kind of funny. But anyway, I built a wall out of reinforced concrete all the way around, 64 blocks up, and it's all good. So what I'm thinking is the C5, which is the Climate Control Center, basically it will spawn your cold creep. And you want to be careful, because the cold creep, if it touches the machines and everything, you are going to run into a problem. The other thing I want to see, the one resource that I don't have sort of in this system is my gold. So I actually want to see where my gold is. And let's see, there is Spiderbot's lovely defenses. There is my gold. And there is my line for gold going down right there. So I actually want to go out there and see. It looks like there's a hive right there too. But yeah, this gold, I want to protect this line. It looks like it was right outside of the wall, which is interesting because I didn't see it. This must be solid back here. Okay, let's turn off the hollow base, because that's a frames killer. And let's dig out here and see where that is. There it is, right there. Because one of the things is the C5, or the cold creep, will start clogging your lines. So the lines that you're running like this, it will start clogging your lines. Even if it's solid in here, it will find a way. It will break through rock. It will do all of that stuff. So you want to be very, very careful. So I'm just going to clear this out here and try not to take out any machines, because I know there's a line going back here. There it is. So I want to clear this out behind, and it has to go behind one more because of the matter movers. Which are very important, as those are saving us from needing to find more veins a lot sooner. Whee! Okay, now that that is done, let's go to our reinforced concrete, and to build a good wall, place down a layer and then control click the top of the layer. And that will essentially build 64 all the way up. And you can just keep going, it will fill in. Because, you know, the build to me, the control, because you're negative, it is confused at where you are, so it just builds straight up, which is what I like. I like that is sort of it's kind of a bug, but it's a beneficial bug. It eases building, you know, giant structures. I'm just kind of going around, building this all up. You know, you missed me building the wall around this area, so I might as well show building this up. I wanted these in place before I built the C5. So if you sit here and watch, you'll see the little particle effect build all the way around. Let's get rid of that. So this will build all the way around and just, it'll finish it up. And it's nice because it goes 64 blocks high, covering any openings that might exist. I love automation. There we go. Now let's just finish this off. Just like that. Go back here, close this up. And I want to kind of put a marker here as to where, I know that's bright, but I kind of want to know where that is. So when I place the C5, so here's what happens. We've got a machine that starts spawning. I was getting hit with something. Yeah, this chunk aired out for some reason. I don't know why. So when you build a C5, let's say you build a C5. So this will be my C5, okay? And this is not to scale. So this is the C5. Now if you go out in all, there's 8 directions. You go northeast, southwest, and then the kitty corners, the northwest, southwest, southeast, northeast. 320 blocks on all sides. It will spawn, if you go exactly kitty corner, like this. So all the way around, you have 8 spawners, and those are all your cold creep. That's where your cold creep spawners are brought into the world. And it's based off of your C5. And again, it's 320 blocks, 320 meters around your C5. So you want to place your C5 in an area where you're going to have a good line of sight, northeast, south, and west, as well as the diagonals. So I want to avoid a diagonal that's on that, because I'm going to want to fight this creep. So we're going to come out a little bit. So I've got a good line of sight that way, a good line of sight that way, and that one is sort of messed up. I've got a huge pillar of crystal. So let's see if I can maybe, I want to keep it close to my center, but let's maybe move it out this way a little bit. So we're a little bit more, I mean, the diagonal from here would go all the way to like right there. So this is a good spot. Now I want to sort of sink this into the ground, because the the Y level that you're at, I'm at minus 256. That's also basically around there. That's also the level that these are placed. So I want to sink this into the ground a little bit. And by embedding this, and I believe it is 5 by 5 by 9. 5 by 5 by 7, okay. So we have one more around. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's good to go. Now let's sink this down a little bit. And the cold caverns is a very obvious point at where these cold caverns stop. I want to go down, since it's 7 high, I'm going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to embed it into the ground. And I've never done this before, so this is sort of an experiment to see if this makes this process any easier. It might not, but might as well give it a try. Just experiment with how this works. And let's build it. Cannot be dug up once constructed. So that's just a warning. Just like your CPH, the second this thing is finished, you can't move it. So just be careful. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to embed this into the ground. And I do believe it now needs power. So we're going to want to send some power this way. Boink. There it is. And this will eventually point to the plasma, cryoplasm. And so, how much power does this actually want? I'm actually not sure how much power this thing demands. So, we're going to want to take this away. And we're going to put a battery, let's say, here. With that going that way. Okay. Power is going up. Once this is maxed out with power, it should be fine. So yeah, I'm not sure how much power this thing actually needs per second. It looks like it's powering up now. So it's slowly powering up. And we should, unless he's removed it, we should get notifications over here where the chat is, where the cryoplasm spawns in. And it's all based off of this thing. So exactly 320 blocks in each northeast, southwest. And then I'm not sure how it calculates the kitty corners, because it's sort of taxi cab geometry as you go back. But it should be about 320 blocks. So it still says it's now online, which means our hard rock grinder down below has probably kicked off. So it's set to cold mode. I'm not actually sure. Oh, there it is. C5 clearing 320, 320. That means that's not an absolute. Those aren't absolute coordinates. Those are relative coordinates. So there are the eight. Cryoplasm defenses. There, it spawned them all in. It actually does a little explosion when it places them. So let's go down and see if our hard rock grinder has kicked on. It looks like it's sending power down, so that's a good sign. Oh, you little sneaky devil. And you're gonna kill me? Nope. We got quite a few of them down there. Got one there, and one there. Do I have any turrets on me? I do. I have some turrets. So let's just slap one of those down. Oh yeah. There we go. More. Look at that, 12 organic rock, just like that. Okay, well, let's continue. Downwards. So we have to go all the way down to that nickel level. And I'm not sure how long the hard rock grinder takes, but I know it gives you like, it's either 1024 ore or 2048 ore. Okay, oh, there's one down here too. Yeah, these things don't take fall damage, so they could basically fall down my entire mine shaft and not die, which is kind of a bummer. But it makes them a little bit more challenging, since they could just... I've had them fall perfectly right on top of a battery in the middle of nowhere and start sucking power out. So let's head over here. This thing is cool. I like the new model. It's pretty cool. Interesting. Yeah, it's not enough power. Do I have... Yeah, I've got lenses up in here. It's not delivering very much power. I bet you I have one kink in the chain. I have one of these that doesn't have a lens in it, and that'd bum me out, because I've got 2 turbines hooked up to this thing. So it's 28% done. What do I get from one cycle, one charge? Oh yeah, that'll be a while. That'll be quite a while. Oh, really? I don't have any rock on me? Okay. So I guess it is reinforced concrete. So this will dump 600 in there. Not 100%. Yeah, we're only 30%. So let's head up and just peek at my lenses and see. So I'm pretty sure this one's good. And now that this one's in range, I can look at this one. And let's slow it down. Power transmitter. So it's 2064. That is the sign that it's got a lens in it. When you look at the power, so if I am able to reach this one, see it says 2064. For some reason, I mean, it's full power. Ah, that's why. Yes, that is why I need a Mark III battery right here. That will make a lot of difference right there. Because this one is able to push tons of power in, and then this thing can transfer a bunch of power at a time. So it's able to push a lot of power in there. Ideally, I would skip this step, which I might actually be able to do now that I look at it. If I take this one, take this one out, put this here, and then put the smaller one. So now we're actually transferring a mega amount of power down here. And the matter mover is still in use, or it still has power. And now I can put this one here, and it will get power to my wherever this is getting. Oh, this is powering this matter mover. It's kind of a funky design, but I kind of had to do it that way. And then this one wraps around and then powers this one. It's kind of a roundabout way of doing it, but it works. So now I'm sending way more power down there. So let's see if that improved matters any. Because now it is essentially... This thing moves too fast for me to see it in time. So now we're really pushing power down here. Actually, oh, it's going pretty much constantly now. So yeah, so that one battery kind of derped. It really, battery to battery does not transfer very fast at all. So yeah, now we're just constantly running, which is good. So that'll end the episode. Next episode, we'll pick up whatever ore this thing drops off and start smelting some tier 4 frozen factory ore. I've also got to build a few more of these hard rock grinders. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.